This board was installed in 1990. And just a couple of things to show you what we've seen. So it's quite straightforward. You've got two 3-phase sockets here that are feeding two switches, two online starters, and then two sockets. This socket's for an old welder which they had. They don't use it anymore, but it still works. But I think they want me to replace this now with one of these. And then there's just a line circuit and a double socket below. So just looking at some of the things that we've seen. So again, as you can see there, between the two phases, there's a little mouse. So that's not great. And how has he got in there? So a piece of trunking on the front. There was no end caps either side. So he's been able to come through here, then up through one of the bits of conduit, and then up through that hole, etc. There was another mouse in there as well. Everything is turned off. And if you look here as well, there is signs of some of the earth cable's been chewed there. And then at the back, I don't know if you can see that, but the live wires have also been chewed there. Insulation resistance test has come up as 999, completely fine, but it's obviously, if there was a problem, that would be shorting out. So anyway, we're going to replace all this now by the looks of it. The farmers wants it all to be changed over and upgraded anyway. Like I said, this was wired up in 1991 or something. Again, this online starter is all correct. This one has been the same. They've said this one's never really worked properly. And when you look at it, you can understand why it hasn't worked properly, because it's never it comes in for the welder through here. It should be coming out the bottom here, and then go into, well, then go into this one or this one, whichever one it is. But instead they've just joined them together and then they go over. So I don't quite know why that is, but anyway, not that it really matters. I'm going to change all that now. So again, yeah, but everything else, it's all tested okay. What we will be doing is putting some end caps on here and here. I'll replace all the cable inside here. I'll wire this online starter up correctly. I'll probably replace this for a modern 16 amp or 32 amp trip. It's on a C32 and a D20, so we could have a 16 and a 32 if they wanted. And as I'm working inside a grain store, and so it's a bit of an unusual place to be working.